This is Ruben Lowing. It's Thursday morning. So I get up every morning and I read my scriptures and I meditate and pray and I work out. I jump rope for like 20 minutes, get my heartbeat up and start my respiration increasing, my breathing, and you just get them endorphins kicking, right? And then I read scriptures and I meditate and it's a long prayer for like 20 minutes. And then I get in my planner, start planning my day out. And I invited, not last night, but the day before, 5 people on the Zoom, the Gold Street Zoom call. And then I was on a leadership call with my team, with Bernadette Kim here in Edinburgh. And I had 3 people get back to me that there was a Zoom bomber on that call. Somebody got on and was talking real harsh and cursing, and took a little while for them to get him off of there. So now things are changed, though. You can't get on a Zoom call without a password. All right, and that can keep that from happening. But one of those people, so I tried to turn him on to the last night with Schwan Wynn, and I had the lady call me up, and she says, I tried to get out last night, and that just really, just what, and my spirit was distraught over that, and I'm like, no problem, she used to be a banker, she used to work in a bank, and she's older, retired, all her kids are grown, her husband's out. I figured it'd be something that she could, she's got a really exuberant personality, and I think she would like the Zoom meetings, and she would just get excited about the information and all that, right? But that shut her right down, and I just handled it, that had nothing to do with us, right? But a couple things came to me, right? Those little distractions put up barriers, right? And we're the team the meeting mentality. The importance of that is it's because of how our minds work, right? You got alpha brainwave, our conscious state. We're operating and reasoning and functioning and doing what we got to do, being aware and alert and all that. Then there's theta. Theta is that where your mind is at, halfway between awake and asleep, right before you go to bed or right when you wake up in the morning. You're highly susceptible to suggestion. It's a state your mind's in for the last trimester of your mother's womb until you're 7 years old. That's where your baseline subconscious programming kicks in, right? And then there's beta brainwave. Beta is your stress mentality, and when it was designed to protect us back when the saber-toothed tiger was roaming the earth, and we were its main staple, and it limits any distractions, any new programming, or anything. You can't bring in new programming. You got to stay within what's already established, your habits and your habitual subconscious. Okay, those protocols are already ingrained because you can operate faster. Okay, well, the saber-toothed tiger is extinct, but that system still works the same way, right? And but so little things, things are inconvenient or uncomfortable, become we act as if they're the saber-toothed tiger, right? And now we're limited to information. We don't you can't learn anything new in that state, okay? But it doesn't stay there long. So when you continually bringing in getting information, that you're relearning the processes and everything, right? But then all of a sudden, that barrier, that stress that's putting you in beta gets lifted. All of a sudden, all those answers start popping in your head. Okay, it's like when you have your cell phone turned off for an hour and then you turn it back on. All those notices and messages start popping. Same thing happens in your mind. So when you are going to the meetings and you're getting the classes, right, and you're listening, you're watching the Zoom trainings, the 7 steps, right? I was watching Xuan Lin last night, and the thing he covers the most is the introduction, and everything else he kind of just cursory goes over, right? He doesn't really dwell on a lot, but he definitely talks about those statistics because he wants to hit people where they're at, right? And you're not going to learn the rule of 72 or the understand the X curve and all that, the proper foundation, all that in one sitting, okay? And, so what he does, that catches people there, because people are, okay, yeah, I'm one of those statistics, okay? But just continually plugging in. I see me seeing him how to do it. Okay, I can do it the way he does it, right? I listen to Bernadette. That woman has the whole Blue Book memorized. She doesn't need to look at it. She can quote it verbatim. That's phenomenal, right? But I'm not going to do that. I mean, I could. It'd take a while, but I don't want to wait for that. So I can do it that way. I can rattle off. I can just go ahead and read them statistics on Zoom, right? I got it all. I can, makes it easy, right? And this is really easy the way things are, the way we are. Those people that are telling you no right now, right? You got to keep touching them. You got to keep going back and being, confident and smiling and have a good attitude and because when their beta gets lifted, whatever it is, right? If you can be the one that takes it off of that's a big help. However you can, right? Pay attention to them. But when whatever stress in their life, a major change, and there's a lot of that going on right now with everybody. Some people aren't gonna, they might plug into the Zoom, right? But they might not do nothing, right? But they got exposure, right? And you got to keep, you got to keep touching them, right? And then all of a sudden, they're going to call you and tell you how everybody they know needs this, right? Especially if they went and became, they have their own policy, they have their own plan that you worked out for them, right? And they're going to see that most people don't, and they need to get a plan, okay? So understand that when people don't move right away, they got some beta going on in their life, okay? And it'll lift eventually, and when it does, things are going to pop. All right, that's my little leadership talk for today.